We are 3 days into early voting for the Florida primary election, and after so many recent concerns about the possibility of hackers tampering with our elections, Southwest Florida election officials are determined to make sure your vote is secure. For In Your Corner's Carl Fortier is in Fort Myers, finding out how the Lee County Supervisor of Elections is working to avoid voter fraud and what it's costing you. Carl?
Well, Supervisor of Elections Tommy Doyle says his office has been fielding a lot of calls from voters concerned about the possibility of hackers meddling in the election. While he believes those concerns are unsubstantiated, he says thousands of dollars are being spent to make sure no one interferes with your vote.
I love the option of early voting. It's leisurely.
Barbara and Bill Scott say Florida's early voting is convenient because they often travel and they want their votes to count. But still, they worry about the possibility of hackers tampering with their votes.
I am concerned about it, but I'm not sure how much we can do about it.
We started taking steps back in January.
Lee County Supervisor of Elections Tommy Doyle says that's when his office hired a cybersecurity consulting firm to beef up election security. Thanks to a federal grant, they're now using intrusion blocking software and detection systems that should keep out anyone trying to hack in. Software used to count votes isn't connected to the internet anywhere in Florida, making it even more difficult for hackers.
As far as early voting sites, we actually are guarding those sites 24 hours a day until early voting is over.
It costs around $80,000, paid for by the federal grant. Doyle says the sheriff's office also has deputies guarding sites where votes are being tabulated. That's a relief to Carl Wade. He just dropped his ballot in the mail this morning.
I still believe in, everything's going to be hunky-dory. They know how to solve it nowadays and everything. So, they've had a test run, so let's do it.
Now, Doyle says that so far early voting turnout has been fairly slow, but that in 2016, 50% of voters turned their ballots in by mail, which is by far the most popular way to cast a ballot. Early voting ends this Saturday. In Fort Myers, Carl Fortier, Fox 4, In Your Corner.